I've had these on cloud shoes for almost 5 years. I bought them on August 13th in 2019 in the black and hay color. Back when I bought them in 2019, they were just called the cloud shoes with no number attached to the name. If you wanted to buy a pair of them now, I think you'd buy the Cloud 5 shoes. 5 being some kind of numerical indicator On uses to denote which generation the Cloud shoes have evolved to, I guess. The black and hay color option is no longer available, which is tragic because I really love this color combo, and trust me, I checked. These shoes are advertised as mainly lifestyle shoes and not dedicated running shoes, but I did occasionally use them for light and very short runs. And by that I mean very short, like runs that are less than 2 miles, maybe once or twice a week, and only in the warm seasons. I'm not that much of an athlete. You can see that I've put these shoes through the ringer with how worn out the treads are. Despite this, I'm actually overall impressed that there's still some tread still there, even after 5 years of everyday casual use with, again, very light running. Really, really speaks to the durability of the shoes, I guess. But yeah, did not expect to see any treads left after 5 years. Like all of On shoes, the Cloud Tech at the bottom of these shoes provide a lot of cushioning and comfort. And compared to my other pair of On shoes, which are the Cloud Nova, these standard Cloud shoes feel a little more stable rather than cushiony, which isn't a bad thing. They feel extremely light on my feet, almost as if I'm not wearing shoes at all. And I think they provide a lot of ventilation to keep my feet cooler than my other pair of shoes. My favorite feature of these shoes, besides the comfort and how they look, is the speed lacing system. The laces stretch and then return to form so they can gently and securely hug your feet, which means taking them off and putting them back on is an absolute breeze. This is also really convenient for when you have to just throw on a pair of shoes to run a quick errand or just step outside your house really quick, and you don't really want to go through tying some other pair of shoes. Now to the weaknesses of these shoes. A big criticism these shoes get is related to the gaps in the sole. A lot of On shoes have this gap because their shoes have a proprietary lugged speedboard design. Here's my standard clouds on the left and my Cloud Novas on the right, placed next to each other so you can see that they both have this large gap in the middle, part of the speedboard and lug system that On uses. Because the gaps in their soles are so large, people report that their shoes are catching debris inside them, like rocks and small sticks, from time to time. In my honest opinion, though, this criticism is not really deserved by a lot of On shoes. Most of their shoes are designed to be worn on urban terrain like concrete, sidewalks, and city streets, and not for nature. Unless you get one of their trail running or hiking shoes, obviously. But as long as you wear your shoes mostly on the terrain they're designed for, you're not really going to have issues. The one area my almost 5-year-old shoes have become most compromised in is the back heel tab or heel collar. Not sure the exact terminology here. I'm not a shoe doctor, but the part that covers the back part of my ankle. As you can see here, the years have not been kind, and this part of the shoe has fallen apart with chunks of the shoe worn away. If I wear socks that are too low cut, then this stuff is definitely uncomfortable on my ankles. However, as long as I wear socks that adequately ride above this part of the shoe, they're still comfortable enough for casual everyday wear. These shoes have definitely served me well, and they're a little bit more expensive now than they were almost 5 years ago when I bought them, but not by much. Your mileage may vary, but as long as you use them for casual everyday use with maybe some light running, then I think you'll also get years out of these shoes, and I can definitely recommend them.